Hey there, guys. So today, Mike Yeater, the lead gameplay designer of League, posted out a new roadmap today, and I haven't read it yet. So I just wanted to kind of take time and do it all in one take and read it here with you guys, so we can discuss about what might be coming in the future for us. So before we preference anything, I will say that if anyone's caught up on like watching League's news and seeing what's coming, we do know about this Dreamy Jungler that they always talk about in their roadmaps. I think they did it in the Events of 2020 video and stuff for like some sort of summer event. They were talking about it, so I expect to see that and maybe some other new things. Like I would love to see new support, hopefully. So let's see. Hey y'all, now that Phillips looks a volleyball VGs have been voted last year out, we thought it'd be a good time to go into more detail on what's next with the champion team. Let's start with a broad overview of where we're headed. Then we'll share a little bit about the next 3 champions in development and announce our next VGU. Ooh. They did say they were going to step away from VGUs for a bit so they can focus more on new champs, so makes sense. As I mentioned back in the season start champion video, we'll be focusing on new champions for the rest of the year. Back in 2018, there were a lot of champs in need of a full-scale rework, so we put our resources into bringing champions like Swain, Aurelia, and Nunu up to modern standards. Since 2018, we've updated 12 champions. We feel that we've gotten through most play champions in critical need of a VGU. There are still champs that can be improved, but the amount that they can be improved but it is lessened. This is caused to rethink our world champion strategy. Okay, that makes sense. That's literally just said. For one, we thought more about the rule champions and what their main purpose in League was. For many players, new champions are like mini expansion packs for League. We always see huge play rates on new champions when they're first released, even if you don't pick them up yourself. Seeing new champions in your game acts like a learning and mastering. That being said, we think it's important for all players to get at least one new champion in their role a year. Yeah, that's very true. We hate getting a bunch of ADCs or junglers. The way to have something new, try or maybe add a new champ to the lecture or found something new. Try and release 6 new champions a year, 1 for each position, with the exception of mid lane, where we're targeting 2. Mid lane is the most popular role in League. Mid lane assassin players are looking for something quite different than mid lane mage players, since many people enjoy mages and assassins. We're aiming to release a champion for both audiences every year. Okay. We may not always hit these goals, as we don't want to push champions out that don't meet our quality, or just hit the target, but that we're aiming for starting in 2020. Okay, so essentially they're aiming in 2020 that they want to be releasing 60 champions, 1 for each position, with the exception of 2 for mid. We'll see if they hit that, but that's kind of gonna be weird. Here it is. Dreams of a new jungler. Jungler mains who have been longing for a new champion for a while now, and it just so happens to be that we've got one blooming soon. In the last update, I told you we couldn't decide if we wanted a new jungler to be an assassin or a skirmisher. But the dream dust has settled, and behind it was a mid-range skirmisher. Oh, it's kind of like Graves. For looking in and out of the fray. Deep, I shouldn't have said anything, but maybe possibly we can find her instead. Be very quiet though. She can be quite shy, and if we startle her, you may pounce into action, darting off as vision starts to get blurry and hazy. The world around is becoming slow. No, we have to stay awake, but it's so warm and safe, must sleep. What the hell? Damn, that thing has a lot of range. I don't know if that's like a projectile. Yeah, it probably is. There's no way this is the champ. It's too small. Damn, you get a like straight bowl. That's kind of cool. Has like a little blast after it. An out-of-body experience. Did I fall asleep? Am I dreaming? The last thing I remember was purple dust and the sound of someone skirting away. Where am I? I feel a presence inside me. Someone dark yet dominant. Something I feel subbed into a mask for good distance from me. I'm holding 2 weapons. I recognize one of them. The presence inside me recognizes the other. I temper my rising anger to something good. Like the steel in my hand. Suddenly I feel a spiritual tug from the direction of the mask for me. The tug becomes a yank, and I feel my subconscious pull toward my body, accelerating until I slam into it. Ooh, that looks cool. What just happened? I feel like I stepped out of another world, or perhaps a tale told long ago. Now that I'm back, let's get back to the roadmap. After jungler, we'll be releasing a new assassin you'll get a chance to form bonds with. Champions in a big summer event coming next month. Huh. Which is this the same thing as this? Okay. It honestly kind of reminds me of Kane, like having two, like a light and a dark mode, but probably won't be like that at all. But it kind of reminds me of it. Next month? That's great. We don't have to wait that long to see it. Or see this big summer event they're talking about. Calling all thrill seekers. Do you like to laugh in the face of danger? Do you enjoy stringing together abilities, creating stylish new combos? Does the idea of driving straight into the fray, firing a whirlwind of blades and bullets, then hopping back out with a silver of health excite you? Sliver. My bad. Read that wrong. If you ask yes to any of these questions, or maybe releasing a champion for you, a new marksman dressed to slay, coming later this year. This gives me pentakill vibes. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this guy, when he comes out, they make time with a pentakill event, because the Toad or Toes, I'm sorry if I mispronounced his name, he's the lead music director at League. He's been tweeting a lot about pentakill and if we'd love to see it again and stuff, so if you connect the dots, I bet this would be a pentakill event. It sucks it's another AD though. And after Aphelios, it sounds kind of like Aphelios stringing a bunch of combos and stuff, but I'm sure it'll be unique enough to be fresh and cool. Man, I really hope there's a support. A VGU that goes where it pleases. I guess I can just look at the picture. That's pretty funny, I like that. The next champion update will be none other than the head man of Zon himself, Dr. Neil. This project is very early in development, scheduled for 2021. Damn it. So ain't even gonna be this year. So expect to see a few more champ updates in between the marksman and MUNDO. The reason we're sharing so early is because we saw a strong positive reaction from players when we did the dev blocks for Fiddlesticks and Volibear. This is true. I loved when they did all the early dev blogs and we got to see like maybe if it was just an ability or the voice. It was great. So it's something we want to do for MUNDO as well. We aren't going into any more detail on MUNDO's VGE here, so we'll be releasing a 4-post next week that will cover the super early exploration phase of his gameplay, narrative, and art. Honestly, MUNDO needs it. MUNDO needs it so bad. He hasn't aged well thematically and looks-wise, but I mean, his gameplay still holds up. He's still like a really good jungler, even though he wasn't supposed to be a jungler. Outro. That about covers everything we want to talk about today. Sorry we weren't able to find a new jungler. What a weird experience that was. I'll make sure to keep my wits about me for the next roadmap later this year. We'll talk about 2 other new champs in development. Tune in next time to hear about us since the National Manager page. And we'll also still plan to hold another Choose a VGU poll. Since the last one went so well, expect to see that either later this year or very early next year. We can't wait to get all these champions out. Alright, that's cool. I think that's really cool. I really like the Choose a VGU thing that we had for Volibear and Fiddlesticks. And I see that they took MUNDO from there too, so I bet on this one would be like Nocturne. I'd say maybe Udyr and Sona. They also really need it, so that'd be cool. Well, I can't wait to see what some of these future things are. And I mean, I'd love to hear from you guys to see what you guys think too. And until next time, guys, just stay safe.